Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Yo, what's up? And welcome to another episode of Speak Life Radio right here on GorillaCross.com, SpeakLifeRadio.com, and the Guerilla Cross app. I'm your host, Quan59, and we have a full house for you today in the studio. I don't know if I've ever had this many people in here at one time. What do you think, Erica?
I don't think we ever
I don't think we have.
Yeah, they came in deep.
Deep. The Well Tour is in the building, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves in a minute. But we have a show out here in Vegas tonight, and they're doing a tour all over the place. They've been everywhere. So we're going to be talking to them about that and maybe playing some of their music. But we got some people we don't even know in here. And there was a lot of people excited when I put up the flyer for the show. They're like, man, I want to see a baby rap. So they were kind of going crazy on that. But yo, so we're not really playing much music today, so we're just going to jump into the interview since we got 25 people in the building. So we're going to jump right into it now. And I'm going to get with my boy Five, man. We've talked to you a lot on the radio. I've built with you a lot off air. But, man, tell us about the Well Tour. And first of all, just introduce yourself to everybody.
Yeah, I'm Five, out the great state of Texas. Come on
Texas?
now. Somebody. We need an amen. Can I get an amen? All right. But anyway, yeah, man. We're just out here, man. Happy to be out here in Vegas. Finally good to see Quan face to face, man. We've been talking for a few years, man.
And I forget when I meet people in real life and haven't met them in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see everybody so much online and stuff, you just forget.
That's true. So, yep, that's
And
me,
I like
man.
how Spec came in and introduced himself to me for the 5th time.
Oh, yeah, every time. After I got back here, I was like, behind the camera and everything,
That's funny.
Awesome. But yeah, that's me.
Hold on, man. Let me make sure that mic's on.
I can hear myself a little bit.
There we go. No, I got you.
Good. Yeah, Young Noah here, checking in. I've been on this show one time before, I think, but it's my
Twice.
first time. Oh, twice.
So
Even better.
Even better.
Even better. Yeah, we just here, Well Tour, chilling. Got all my peoples in here with me, so it's a blessed day so far.
Dope.
And what's up on the mic over here?
What
is
up?
V Rose. I actually remembered that I've been here before.
Yeah.
And
she
actually
remembered.
thought I knew where we were going. I was like, I think I know where we're going. So, but it's good to be back.
Yeah, you were actually in the studio, I think, last year, a year and a half ago.
Was
Something
it?
like
Yeah,
that.
it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
So.
Dope. And who else we got? Here, I got a mic over here. Somebody can come over here and say
Okay,
what's
yeah,
up.
let's do
I'll let you sit by the NPC.
What's good? This is all I need. I told him, man, I'm not even going to go to the tour tonight. I'm not performing. I'm just going to stay here and play around with this NPC, make beats with my boy, who, of course, he said since he got 30,000 on
MySpace.
since he reached that milestone,
Yep.
and he says
100,000 on Black Planet.
he doesn't have to do it. But man, it's great. We on the second leg of this Well Tour, Five put together, and man, the camaraderie has been great. Meeting everybody, and super excited to turn up and get to this show tonight.
Dope.
Word.
Dope.
James, get over here.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Giant.
Now, I know James from Facebook.com, but I didn't realize he was this tall.
What's good, man? It's your boy Plain James, man.
Jay holding the mic like he been a rep.
We in the building, you know what I'm saying?
that. He got his shades on.
Give me a 16, bro. Give me a 16.
Let's go.
But yeah, man, your boy Plain James, man, from Atlanta, Georgia. Trap theology, you know what I'm saying? We here on the Well Tour, man, having a blessed time. Glad to be in here, man. Finally get to meet you in person, bro.
For sure, man. For sure.
See, I understood that. That's great. The first half of the tour, I was like, what'd you say? Wait,
And now
Say it again?
we got the baby that's gonna rap.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's Bookie the baby from Sacramento, California. How y'all doing? Yeah. You feel me? That's actually the first time we understood Playing James. That's pretty.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty dope. He's picking up the
He's
Cali
getting better.
lingo. We're picking up the ATL lingo. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You sound so Bay Area,
Articulating, you know?
Bookie.
Oh yeah, very, very, very for surely. You feel me?
He's so Bay Area.
What's up? This your boy D Black, man, coming out of Florida. I've been on here before. Definitely
Yes,
back
sir.
and forth. Yeah, man. So it's
Yep.
great to meet you in person, definitely for sure.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. So how's the tour been so far?
Horrible. Absolutely horrible.
It's
been crazy.
It's been so great, man. We're like so tired because I think we drove or stayed awake for like 24 hours straight yesterday.
Just a little bit.
Wow.
So we're all super fatigued, and hats off to our drivers. 5 playing James Young. No,
No.
I don't know how they do it, I mean, for us, I think it's been really awesome to go to all the cities. There's been good turnouts, and we've definitely been able to like influence people, which is obviously our main purpose of doing this tour.
Yeah.
To pray for people, to meet them where they're at, and to see God literally change their lives. So it's been really good.
That's dope. How many shows have you guys done so far?
7.
7.
Yeah, we 7 in.
7.
Got
Yep.
3 more.
3 more?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So you got Vegas tonight. Where you at after that?
South Jordan, Utah, and then Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. Man, and I actually was at the Westgate last night, at like 6 in the morning, or this morning, I guess. Man, I saw young Noah. He won a lot on the craps table.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
I was
man.
there all night, bro. I had
Hey.
to, get my money back. I had to borrow some money from James. You know what I'm saying? So we broke even.
That
That's
worked.
what you were seeing.
That works.
I'm gonna need my cut. Man. Need my paper.
So you guys got like a van or what? You got 2 vans, or are you guys all stuffed in one van?
Man, we got one huge van.
A big van.
Bookie the Baby got his own road.
He got his own
you know.
road.
Oh, yeah,
He's a
you-
superstar. So.
Is he a
Nah,
bully?
what you mean? Nah, but the only thing is getting out of that spot. The spot where I'm at, it's cursed or something. It's like
D, can you get on the mic and tell
no,
me?
no.
My job is to make sure that Buki doesn't hurt himself getting out of the van.
Nah,
So I'm just a spotter every time he gets out of the van because he's determined to hurt himself.
No, I mean, and we was all bonding. We was playing basketball. I fell harder playing basketball than we did getting out. Actually, it might have been the same. It was.
I wouldn't call what you did falling. You rolled like 3 times.
I had to save the ankle. I
Yeah,
had to save the
he did a
ankle.
good
V decided to play extra, defense and whatnot. And I had
Okay.
to, you feel me, get the stick, and it wasn't happening.
One time, D wasn't there to help Bookie out, and 5 was there, and Bookie said, "You trying to kill me?" 5 was like,
I'm like, man, I didn't know I was under any obligation to have to. I guess I should have took the baby name in consideration. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick, man, I have a really serious question for you.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of wearing the same headphones, but mine are actually plugged in. What are you listening to?
I'm listening to a couple things. Actually, right now, I'm listening to a.
So you're not paying attention to the show.
Oh no! See, they not on the ears though. They
Oh,
on the.
okay.
They on the
Just the
temples.
style.
The temples. Yeah.
They
I
on
was-
the
All
temple.
right.
That boy said they on the temple.
they on the temples.
So real quick, tell us about yourself, man. You're the only one I haven't known, before. How'd you get on this tour with them? Because I feel like you were a late addition. I don't remember him on the flyer before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, just
you had to pay them like $250 a show to get on.
just a couple hundred. I'm just, but we're all just it's just being a part of the Spec House team, and being a part of being involved with 5 and being involved with everybody here, and it's just a blessing to be able to being able to get the opportunity to be here. So everybody's really cool, and they pitched the idea, and we just went with it, and it just went really well. It just went really, really well. So that's cool.
Dope, man. James, get over here on the mic, man. I want to talk to you some more, bro.
yeah, stop hiding out.
It's bright. You need me to turn down the lights a little bit?
Oh, no, you good, man.
All right.
You good, man.
All right. Just making sure. Yeah. So, man, tell us about yourself, man. I know you dropped the album recently, right?
Yeah, I dropped a mixtape, man,
Okay.
about 2 weeks ago.
All
Slow
right.
on mixtape.
Tell us about that.
Basically, man, I just wanted to drop a mixtape to kind of encourage people who kind of feel like it may be the underdog or the person who was kind of overlooked or whatnot. At the end of the day, it's not about that, but we all need a little encouragement sometimes. In my particular journey in Christian hip hop, I haven't always been the guy who people just say, let me check this out, let me do this, let me do that. I really had to get it out the mud on my own.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? I really had to get it out the mud. And me and Noah, we've been grinding for a minute. And I really don't care about affirmation from other people, but I just want to encourage other people, if you have a goal, you have a dream, you know what I'm saying? Don't give up because what other people say, to keep on pushing, and you make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So
It's dope, man. Tell us about your journey in Christian hip hop. How'd you get involved in it?
Oh, man. I probably started doing Christian hip hop locally in Georgia around about 2010. I met Young Noah and a few other guys who were doing it in the city, and I was fresh out the street pretty much. And I saw they were doing Christian rap, and to be honest with you, I kind of felt like it was whack at first. I respected those guys.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
Still it.
but I connected with Noah because we had a similar background, similar testimony, so he gave me accountability, fellowship, or whatnot. And he was like, man, if you could rap, why not do it for the Lord? So I made a couple songs. Next thing I know, churches were inviting me to come do stuff or whatnot.
Nice.
And I just kept on pushing it, man. So
How long ago was that?
like 2010, 2011.
Dope, man.
Yeah,
Dope.
bro.
Good stuff. So I want to talk to all you guys about, just Christian hip hop in general. We've seen a lot of up and downs lately, and I know all you guys. I know your heart's for the music and for the ministry. So talk about how important it is doing ministry through the music and the gift God has given you guys. Because I just like the combo, and like I said, I just met you, but everyone else I know, like what your music is about. You guys have been blatant about what you've been about in interviews with us and in separate interviews that I've heard, and in your music in general. Tell us how important that is to kind of keep Christ the center of this music, because we've seen a lot of people start doing it for God. That's how they start out, and all of a sudden they get a little more fame, a little more attention, and we don't see him anymore. I mean, we've dealt with that even locally here with some of the people I rolled with, and it's a hard situation to deal with. So how do you guys maintain that, and how important is it for you guys?
Well, I just make sure I spend at least 45 to an hour every morning speaking in tongues, and then I'm just playing now.
A little witchcraft, you know what I'm saying? A little witchcraft.
But no, man, honestly, for me, it's just, I think my conversion story was different. So I was doing regular hip hop, and that was just what I was doing. I was trying to make it. I was trying to make money. I was trying to be famous, all of those things.
Yeah.
And then I just met Jesus, and so I thought I was gonna have to quit doing music, period. So my mindset was, okay, you can't make hip hop about God, because the music I was making before was kind of dark. And so God was like, hey, why don't you use this to tell your story about how hard it is to just be a Christian, and maybe it can encourage other people from your neighborhood to make the decision you made. So my whole purpose for doing it was just to evangelize. And that was just me from the jump, So I don't really have nothing against other people who want to do something different. I mean, I feel like you got to let God lead you however you see fit.
Yeah.
So I'm actually happy that a lot of people aren't hiding behind the Christian hip hop banner anymore. I'm happy that people feel comfortable to just really be themselves and make music about what they want to make music about. Because I don't think Jesus is trying to force anybody to make songs about him or about the Bible or about salvation. I think it's just an overflow of what's going on in my life, in my heart. Because you got people who make extreme Christian rap songs and their heart's so far from God that it just becomes a gimmick on both sides. So I don't knock anybody, but just for me, it was just the whole reason I started doing it was just to be a light. That was the whole purpose.
Yeah, and I think we've seen kind of this year a lot of people are stepping up saying, like, I'm a Christian rapper. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And putting that out in the forefront, because I think it's been such a wavy line lately. Mm-hmm. So I think it's good that that's been going on. And V, just tell us your heart for the music, and obviously you're kicking it with a bunch of rappers, but you sing. How's that journey been? And honestly, like, do you want to kind of do more outside of Christian hip hop?
That was like 3 questions.
Exactly. Answer all 3.
I mean, my heart personally has always been to lead people to God. Ever since I was a little kid, I knew I was going to make music for God's glory. So, it's not hard for me to do that, because that's always been why I started it. And I was always faced with other record deals or people always trying to drag me away from Christian music. And I've always been like, no, this is why I want to do this. I really want to make a difference in people's lives, and, be an influence if I can, to young people, to let them know, you can live for Christ, and it can still look really cool. Yeah. And it really is the best thing in my life. God, it really is the best thing in my life. So that's my heart, behind that. As far as hip hop, Christian hip hop, I think that for a long time, I didn't accept it. I was like, no, like
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, a rapper or nothing. I'm not a rapper, but like I'm not hip hop.
Yeah.
And you know, I still don't feel like hip hop. I think hip hop is rap, and
Yeah.
I want to leave that to the people that do that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I respect that. But I always get thrown in, I think, because it fits, you know, like
Yeah.
Christian hip hop, like they've always played my stuff. And so I've accepted it. Like it's part of who I am. I think it was just something I was running from maybe, but I think we mesh well. Like, I just think it's the
Yeah.
culture that we are all a part of,
Yep.
you know, it's not even about the music so much. So
Now, when nobody's watching or listening, do you write raps?
I do. Yeah.
Do you?
I ghostwrite for a lot of people.
All right.
And I'll just help or like you know, just sit down and go over stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I have a few brothers that rap, so I grew
Okay.
up listening to like
Yeah.
rap all the time. And then of course I've been with Spec for 15 years.
Wow.
So I've been writing and working with rappers all the time. And
So you were 6 when you got with Spec House.
no. I'm 29, so
Okay.
yeah. Nope, I was 15, but
Dope. Erica has a question. I can see it.
Why can you see?
I can just see it. I don't know. I see it on your face.
No, it was really just a different, I guess, feel for me. So when all of you guys came in, it's all guys, of course, one lady. So my thing was, and you pretty much answered it, like the mesh between you guys and how you know, became a piece of the puzzle. But just to see how you guys, your energy is just flows, like to see you guys fit. I was gonna ask you, like, how is it like being on tour and you're the only girl?
I mean, yeah, I always have, like, I think God was preparing me for this. I really do believe
Yeah.
that. I grew up, I have 6 brothers.
Oh,
and I'm
wow.
the only girl. So, you know,
So this
being,
feels normal.
it does. And like, you know, guys will always say like, man, you just feel like a little sis. And I think it's just because that's the personality that I adapted
Yeah.
growing up. It really is just like, you know, being with family. Obviously 5 handpicks the people that come on the tour.
Yeah.
Which is something I really like. He's very selective about people that really truly have a heart for ministry, because that's really what this tour is about. You know, at the end of every night, we do an altar call and we just ask people to come up if they want to pray or if they,
Yeah.
you know, and it's been really great to like meet these people where they're at. And,
Yeah.
you know, I get a lot of kids that want to pray about being bullied, or they want to pray about their home situations. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's stuff that I write about in my music. So it's really cool to get hands on
Yeah.
and be able to like pour in even past the music.
Yeah.
And everybody on this tour is the same way, you know. They just have a heart for the ministry. So it's really easy to mesh with people like that for me.
It's tight.
That's dope. So have you guys been able to take ministry off of the stage since you've been on tour? Like, do you guys hit the streets? Do you?
So we don't have time to do anything but literally drive to the show, do the concert. We get about 3 hours a night, and then we get back in the car. So this is us being at the street. I
Yeah.
mean, we're telling people come meet us at the well. That's the point of the tour. You know, it would be great to do that, but
We had one situation in what was we? Mexico,
San Benito.
San Benito. We was at a restaurant.
Getting that
Oh,
mic
yeah,
a little
yeah,
more,
yeah.
Noah. Getting the
That's
mic.
Oh
a little
yeah. We was at a
That's dope.
restaurant in San Benito, Texas, and it was pretty much a family sitting by us, a lady and her kids, and she could just overhear our conversation and just tell like we were Christians or whatnot. And so she actually had her waitress ask us to pray for her. You know, so
Wow.
stuff like that does
She
happen.
actually
That's
texted
awesome.
the waitress that when we came in, like the atmosphere changed. Like she could literally feel the presence of God.
Wow.
And
That's
so her daughter was struggling with cancer.
Yep.
And she just said, man, she felt led for us to pray for her daughter, man. So we prayed for her daughter right there on the spot, right there in the middle of the restaurant. People looking at us, everything. We formed a big circle.
oh yeah.
Wow.
We just prayed right there, man. So yeah, that was awesome.
So a lot of it is just about the way we carry ourselves when we
Yeah.
are out.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
try to be a light without using words, as they say. But we're definitely not afraid to use words when those moments come, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So
That's good. So no weed and alcohol in the green room?
Nah, man.
nah,
Unfortunately,
not this time,
nah, man.
Not this time around.
Well, who got a medical card?
We haven't had
I've been to a lot of those shows, so
Right.
Yeah, it goes down,
Yeah.
man. But
I was on
definitely.
one of those tours
no, definitely
without
not.
knowing it. Yeah.
Be surprised.
That was a
I
surprise.
won't throw names under the bus, but
Yeah, yeah.
I got
Yeah.
handfuls.
Yeah.
I mean, we sneak a little NyQuil in
Yeah,
here
yeah,
and
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You gotta do that.
Oh,
You gotta do
my
that.
God.
Kidding.
So 5, how just putting the tour together, What was your process in that? And like V Rose said, you kind of handpick everyone that you do the tour with.
Yeah.
What was that process like, man? Just getting this all together. And I know it's not a glamorous tour. You guys aren't flying on planes and staying in 5-star hotels and stuff like that. So what's that been like?
Yeah, my heart for ministry is always hitting places other people won't go, man. So, of course, we do get like the cities like Vegas, Houston, Dallas, but we also like hit little towns like my hometown, which is like Earth, Texas, population of 1,000. Like places that Lecrae's and the people aren't going. Totally Mac ain't coming to Earth, Texas. You know what I'm saying? So they don't get that stuff, but they want it. They need it. I needed it. You know what I'm saying? And so, like for me, it's just basically built off relationship. Me and D have been building for about a year. Man, me and Spec, me and my wife, man, we love Spec and V, and they're family. So it's a no-brainer to get them on. And then, me and D had been building, so I hit him up, and he mentioned Plain James and Noah, and I was like, man, well, let's hit them up. And so it just came together, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little hesitant about Noah. That boy be a little different, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just playing. But but actually, I'm not gonna lie, like all honesty, this is probably one of the best tours God has ever allowed me to put together. Like just the way we carry ourselves, just the way like there's no fighting, man. When you're in a van, a secluded area with a bunch of people for like 2 weeks, like most of the time, bro, I'm like so annoyed to the point my wife's like, why do you keep doing these tours if you know you're gonna get like this? I'm like, yeah, because I get annoyed with people, I do, but it hasn't been like that this time. It's been like super fun. Everybody loves the Lord, man, and we're just trying to genuinely see people set free and saved, man. So it's been a blast, man. It's been tight. Yeah,
that's good. And you're from Houston, right?
No, man, I'm from Earth, Texas.
Well, how far is that from Houston?
Super
10 hours.
Is it really? Oh, how come I thought you were in Houston?
Because Rapzilla always puts Houston, Texas
I
native.
don't read Rapzilla.
So
Do they really?
Yeah, they always put Houston, Texas in there. And I'm like, I always put it in there, Earth, Texas native.
So where's Earth?
Earth is like about an hour and 30 minutes from Amarillo.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it is everywhere. It's the only place on Earth named Earth. Yeah, Earth, Texas. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, small town, man. Small.
Okay.
That was our dopest show so far, though. Real talk.
It was fire.
Oh yeah.
It was dope.
Because they don't get stuff like that, so they were just so hungry for like whatever we had to say, whatever we wanted to do, and that's a really cool thing to experience, like genuine excitement for Christian music, genuine excitement for the word or like whatever we're gonna say, And we try to let the Holy Spirit use us, all of us. I've noticed.
And that's cool that you guys can go to places that people don't go to, because that's almost a bigger impact, even if there's only 20 people there. It's like they're gonna remember that forever, as opposed to going to LA and they get a tour in there every month and a half. You know what I'm saying? I think
not to blow the secret either, but you go to those little spots. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, you walk out with
no
merch. Merch. They buy merch up because they don't get that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're just so hungry for it. So it's been cool, man.
Yeah. And you do a lot of behind the scenes stuff too with other artists too. So what's that been like?
It's been cool.
Is it hard? Is it hard to juggle that with your own music and ministry?
Not really, man. I
getting that mic a little more too.
Oh, not really, man. I'm just so used to doing it, man. Like I told him, man. When I got saved, I was just trying to get booked. Nobody was booking me because they didn't know me, of course. And so God told me, man, I've equipped you with everything. So I just started doing it, and it's grown to this. You know what I'm saying? And now I do some booking for Dayton. I do some booking for a lot of other names as well, Jacob. And so it's just like, hey, if I can help you share the gospel in the way God has called you to do it, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, I mean, honestly, in what we do, man, it's so much competition and people trying to hold their connections.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that. I can't let you get that. Like me, I'm like, bruh, hey, if it's God, it's God.
Exactly.
If he opened the door, can't no man shut it.
Yeah,
so,
good.
if I can get you in here, let's get you in here, man. If you can share the gospel and reach some people that I couldn't reach, that's what I want to see, because that's the whole goal of doing this, man. Like, so, it's really easy for me, man. I just love what I do, man. I get to do what I love for the one I love most. So, man, it's the best job in the world, man. So,
and is it hard being away from home so much?
Definitely. That's the hardest part. That's the hardest part.
Because you're actually going to be back out here in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah, but my wife's coming with me. Praise
cool.
God. Praise the Lord. Yeah,
Dope.
So we'll be together on that one. But yeah, so it's gonna be good.
So we'll probably have 5 in here again in 2 weeks. So
hey,
with Dayton and what's his name?
Dayton and Mr. Dale.
Mr. Dale's gonna be okay. Yeah. And then who you guys coming with?
Stedman.
Yeah, Stedman's gonna be here. Dope. So that's Stellar Award weekend. So I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of people in and out of the studio. Probably not a lot of gospel artists though. They don't really like Christian hip hop.
Gospel,
Yeah.
they don't. Huh?
Not at all.
I know.
No.
I tell people all the
They
time,
act like we don't exist.
I've been
Yeah.
doing this, and I'm a black guy, and I'm gonna put this out there. I've been doing this for 7 years full time. I've probably only done like 7 black churches.
Yeah.
Like that bring
Wow.
me out. Like it's crazy. Like they do not like want to do the, or they just don't like to pay.
Yeah.
They like to. I'm just gonna be honest. They stingy, dog.
They want you
I
to
can
come
say
for
that. I'm
free.
from a black church. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They store it up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Do it for a blessing.
we're gonna say this for Jesus till he get back.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna bless nobody.
Come over here, Spec.
I mean, really, what it was is for the industry side of things, and you're here. Christian hip hop is just a very young
Yeah.
situation, so we didn't know how to come into the game and pay our proper respects. So what we did was we just came in and we didn't partner with them. We
Yeah.
took their shelf space at the stores. We won all their awards, even all their Grammys. We just
Yeah.
got into the industry. We didn't merge with them. So if
Yeah.
you think about the old gospel artists merging with the new, the CHH artists, CHR, Christian rock,
Yeah.
and CCM merging with, we didn't do that. So we just came in, and now we're learning. And so we're trying to build relationships.
Yeah.
You see a lot of the artists getting signed with Nashville labels
Yeah.
and trying to build relationships. So we'll learn. I'm confident
Yeah.
that the gospel and the CHH will eventually get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. And a lot of people, man, Stellar Awards in Vegas. What do you guys think about that when you hear that?
It's a. Oh, I can't say that.
Say
on
it.
the air.
You can say it.
Eh.
You can say
You're
it.
looking around.
Yeah.
This is Speak Live
I
Radio,
guess
bro.
they think
You can
it's
say
fun-
anything.
it's
I was
be
about to say
fun.
it's perfect. It's a perfect match.
This guy?
Yeah.
This guy?
Ever says the
This guy is
perfect. man.
correct. That is
That's what it is.
Perfect match.
Why is it a perfect match?
I'll let the
You
audience,
can fill in
I'll
the
let
blanks
the
on that
audience
one.
finesse why. That's all
Yeah,
I can say.
it's pretty wild out here. Because I'm a Lyft
Yeah.
driver, too, so I pick a lot of them up
Oh boy.
at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's why I'm worried about my Raiders moving out here, man. You gonna be able to focus on no football, man. What's going
They
on?
been focusing no way, so
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
this will be all good. Man.
hey.
So how'd you
kill
become
that
a
mic.
Raiders fan?
Kill that mic. man.
Please, can we talk
Please
about
kill that
this?
mic. How did I become a Raiders fan?
Yeah, you're from
Yes.
Earth.
So,
How?
as far back as I can remember, man, I guess it all stems from Super Tecmo Bowl. Nobody
Where
can
you
tackle
couldn't
Bo
stop Bo
Jackson.
Jackson.
Nobody can stop Bo Jackson.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but I've been a Raiders fan as far back as I can remember, man. That's just been a team I've always rooted for. Win or lose, we're Raiders, man. No greater man than a Raider fan. I'm gonna let y'all know that. You know what I'm
All right.
saying?
They're my
Strongly
second
disagree.
favorite team now because they're moving out here, but
Second favorite.
it's kind of
Who's your
hard.
first team?
49ers.
Thank you.
Man.
Jimmy.
Y'all are
James.
y'all
help,
are
help,
dissing
James.
the Raiders and y'all
Help,
49er
James.
fans.
We
out
just
here?
got Jimmy Jesus. Come on, son.
Let me ask you a
It's
question.
over.
These dudes in the van said yesterday he's the next Joe Montana. Are you willing to go that far?
I mean, it's possible.
Is it really?
It's possible.
Is it really?
This interview just turned left.
It is a West Coast.
Possible.
49ers?
Listen, we do a sports show. We got unnamed sports show every Tuesday and Thursday on Guerilla Cross, and
That's what I'm about to say. It just turned to that.
they hate me on the show because I bring up the fact the 49ers have not lost a game since November.
Thank you.
They're undefeated with Jimmy G as the starting quarterback.
Undefeated.
It's just, yeah, it's just how
Tom Brady's young dude.
How many
Best
playoff,
thing
how many
ever.
playoff wins in that time frame?
it doesn't matter. We haven't lost a game.
Tom Brady's young dude, like he's a rapper.
We haven't lost a
A little
game.
minty.
How many Super Bowls has the Falcons choked on? Are you a Falcons fan?
No, sir.
Noah?
I don't believe in Atlanta sports.
Atlanta sports
Yeah,
is
that's
cursed. Atlanta sports is cursed. I'm
Not
not Atlanta.
biblical.
I was watching the Hawks game, and I don't think anybody in Atlanta believes in Atlanta sports. There was like 10 people there. They all look like they got free
They
tickets.
come to
Yeah.
see the other team.
Pretty much. I'm a Cowboys fan, man.
Cowboys?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Say something.
no, you can't say nothing.
You can.
I can say anything. We're America's team. That's what I can say.
Nah, I'm not a Cowboys fan though. I can't go
No,
that
who's
far.
your team, bro?
I don't watch sports, man. I'm
Why
a
not?
Christian. I don't believe.
I'm a
in it.
Christian.
I think it's all idolatry, man.
It is.
But
it
DM me later. We'll talk about it.
is. I ask for forgiveness every Sunday
Amen.
after I watch the games. Erica, what else is on your mind?
Absolutely nothing.
You got more questions.
I don't. I'm just
Somebody ask
excited
you.
to see
I
the
want you guys to
concert.
interview Erica.
Why?
Because you're on the radio, so you never talk.
Tell us what you're writing. You got a lot going on.
Oh, I just
I'm writing questions.
A grocery list.
right. Yeah, grocery list. You know who y'all are, because I don't know y'all. Just pretty much like any little key thing that kind of sticks out for me. But I already addressed it. Y'all already addressed it, so we good. 3 years.
Oh,
Her hair is
nice.
fire.
Wow.
It's this fire green. Wait, that I can't say that. Doesn't make sense. But it's
Fire
green.
green?
It's
Green
fire
could be fire.
green. Okay.
Oh.
It's
If you're
nice.
burning money, I guess.
I like it.
Yeah.
Could be. A little over a year.
Mm.
Yep. When did I come over here? He stole me, actually.
Tell it. Talk about it.
I was on a
mean-
different radio station. I was on
88.1.
88.1.
The People Station.
They're not that anymore.
They're not. They're the
They're
all
the
new
all-new
88.1.
Yeah. I was on 88.1 first and doing a Christian hip hop show there. And Quan came in and stole me, pretty much. Yeah.
Because she didn't like my boy Simply T, who's the co-host. Or who's the host over there.
I do.
You like
that's
him,
my bro.
But
That's my bro.
we work better over here.
Talk more about
See
that.
what happens when we interview people. See what happens. We get all
Y'all
the-
pulling out
we get
all
of
the
it.
wrong stuff.
Is that it? No more questions for Erica?
No.
She said no. She didn't let us answer. She said no.
You got a question?
Did the nose piercing hurt? Cause I'm thinking of getting one.
No.
No.
You should get it while you're here, and I'll go with you.
Oh, hey,
Wow.
hey,
Cookie.
we might have to make it happen.
Hold on, let me pause my. Viewers. We don't condone any of this. Y'all are looking. We don't condone it.
We might have to make. Oh yeah,
Look, he already
see.
got his ears done.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I already got I'm trying to get
The belly ring.
Might as
second
well.
tattoo or something right there, man. Something. I already got one. Oh no, I'll stay in Cali. I got my first tattoo in San Francisco. Oh,
Oh, she
okay.
said the real Cali.
Okay, pause.
Hold up. Okay.
Jamaica.
Hold up.
Jamaica.
Hold up.
Pause.
Hold up.
916.
Hold up.
Let's,
If
close
we
this
talking
thing
real
out.
Cali, I'm gonna have to give it out to my home city, Sacramento, man. Sacramento,
The capital
Sacramento,
of
California.
Can we start there?
916.
I've been there before. I actually liked it.
All right, thank you.
I almost joined Hog Mob.
Sacktown.
I can see that.
It's just like right when you pull up, you just want to wear purple.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. You ever seen? Have you been to the new arena yet?
Nah, I don't do that. I'm a Laker fan, bro.
Ew.
What is going
Die
on?
hard.
Ew.
We got all the sports. We
I ain't
got
gonna
all
lie,
the
it's
teams
looking
on
like
the
y'all
table.
about to have Brown over there. Though.
Nah, I don't want to. He can stay.
Yeah. Oh, dang. You hear that, bro?
Go ahead. I've been doing radio since 08. Yeah. 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 We started Speak Life Radio in 2008, and then we started like a 24-hour station about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Cool.
Yep. So it's fun. It's fun just building it up, you know. I used to rap back in the day. That's how I got into all this stuff.
Ooh.
Building a studio, making beats and all that.
What was your rap name?
Quan.
Okay.
Quan 59.
Same.
Quan 5'9".
My birth name is not Quan 59, by the way.
Yeah.
And it would be
Well,
Mark
Facebook
Smith.
actually gave it away about a year and a half ago.
Mark
Yeah.
Smith.
And they locked me out until I gave up my name. And there's people that knew me for 15 years that didn't know my name was Mark. Mark with a C.
Mark.
Classy.
I could see that.
Yeah.
No.
My mom calls me that. And new people on Facebook, hey, Mark, can I send you my music? I'm like, don't call me that.
You're not getting a response.
I got Quan as my middle name for a reason. Let's get D Black on the mic real quick.
Black, come on.
Because this dude's quiet, but he does a lot of stuff. And got a label, just signed a new artist, right?
Yeah, just signed
Who'd
a
you
new
sign?
artist. Jermaine Martell is his name.
Charmaine, I like that dude. We actually got some of his stuff in rotation on the station. Man, tell us about History Music Group.
Oh man, we started about 2 years ago. Mouthpiece was the first artist on there, and now we got Jermaine. Got my album coming possibly next month.
Okay.
Possibly my album. So we got some more things that we're gonna, we have in the works. I don't know if we want to announce it yet.
Go ahead.
Oh, we could. We probably be partnering with Trap Theology as well.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll be doing some partnering together and releasing some things and just trying to impact the culture.
Yeah. So you got any other artists you're gonna be linking up with, or artists you already have linked up with? Or you're
Yeah, and I don't want to say anything yet.
just give us hints, like abbreviations.
Oh man,
What's the name start with?
They won't know, bro.
they won't. Yeah, you're right on. So it's some artists that I'll probably be introducing. Put it that way.
Okay.
The people will get to know.
All right. Like Andy Mineo.
Oh no, he actually I know he's a fan. His DJ, they love Jermaine Martell. So
Dope.
hopefully maybe,
Jermaine's dope, man. I like his project.
Yeah, he is.
I really do
He's
like that
really
project.
unheard of. One of those people who
Yeah.
get in the background kind of too.
Yeah. So what's your goal with History Music Group, and what are you trying to do when you connect with Trap Theology?
Man, I'm kind of like Five, man. I want to bring everything together.
Yeah.
I want everybody to pretty much, God ain't looking for a person, man. He's looking for a people.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. So I feel like with us at History Music Group, we don't really have a singular mission. Our mission involves everyone. It's community based. You see what I'm saying? So, we want to pretty much come together, man, and reach as many people as possible, through the art.
Yep. That's good. Bookie the Baby. How'd you come up with that name, bro?
Man, all right. I got the story for you. So, my real name, nobody ever called me by my real name. Like,
Okay.
Out the womb, like, my name was Buki. Like, it's one of my first words. And it was
Buki.
like, I don't know what I was trying to say, but Buki came out.
Okay.
And friends call me Buki, pastors call me Buki, like, coaches call me Buki. Nobody ever called me by my real name. So, Buki, and then the baby from just a lot of my content has to do with, because I'm 19. I'm 19, about to be 20. A lot of my content has to do with inspiring and speaking to young people about how, it could be very difficult living in Christian households and being taught Christian ethics and living as a Christian, but also realizing that we are millennials and it's hard to live in the real world while still trying to be faithful, still trying to keep your faith and be a Christian.
Yeah.
So baby, as in just speaking to the youth and stuff like that. So,
Nice.
yeah.
So how's it been on this tour and just being around all these older people?
Man, they definitely get me for being the youngest here. They definitely do. I think.
Especially being in Vegas, you can't really go anywhere with them. They have to sneak you into the hotel room.
I got the sideburns going for me though. It's it's been working. It's been going so far.
They look like 19-year-old sideburns though.
Apparently I got the baby face, so apparently I'm making the baby name work. But it's been cool, man. Like D Black's honestly been like like the uncle that wears the flip flops with the socks at the barbecue.
Oh my!
With the kiss the cook. You know what I'm saying? So D,
Uncle D.
Man, I didn't know, man.
Uncle D.
That uncle's usually the one that got the money though. So I'll be that dude.
Hey.
That's the one I usually get money from.
D Black's been amazing. This is the first time I met D and Mr. Trap Theology and Noah and Five. I've listened to all their stuff, but as of meeting them as people, it's been amazing. James is probably one of the funniest people you'll meet. Noah, you don't talk a lot, but when you when you get to talking to him, Noah's
Talks a lot. He's acting like that. I don't know.
No,
I've had sushi with this guy. He wouldn't even shut up.
He
He wouldn't shut up the whole time.
Noah's dope. Five is. I beat 5 in 2K, so we bonded over 2K. And now see over there.
Hey, don't tell him how much you won.
How much did you win by?
Don't tell him.
He's like, hey, see, he got me.
Don't do it.
Close y'all's ears, please.
See, can we stop the background?
Can
beat
we
if
stop?
can?
Can we stop the recording?
Let's beat. This man got beat by about 38, so that's.
How'd you let that happen, bro?
For one thing, this dude picked the Rockets.
You were the Thunder.
You know what I'm saying? No. But James Harden does not miss on that game. Like, this dude is doing through the leg pull-up shots at half court on All-Star, and I'm like, what is going on, dude?
Wow.
There's some witchcraft going on right now.
But nobody complained. But nobody complained when he was jumping around. When Russell Westbrook came down the court, full court, dunked over 3 people. He dunked over Capella. You know, it's not. It's not.
he
No,
had
that's
Russell
cheap.
Westbrook.
But the
He
next
dunked
time,
on 3
I'm picking the
people.
Warriors. I'm just letting it be known.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with the Warriors. You're gonna play with the Rockets, and I'm gonna 3 you to death.
Next time I come back, I'm gonna let you know how this goes. I'm gonna
All
let
right.
you,
Yeah, we're gonna call in for
Call
an
us
interview.
up. Let us know.
I'm gonna let you know.
And we actually, Erica, we got a comment. Erica is Gorgeous by Albert Murray.
Amen.
Hey.
Wow.
Thank you.
I think.
Thank you, Albert. Albert's a regular listener, so
Yes, yes.
I hope Albert's single.
I believe he is.
I hope he is.
That's Albert. How you doing, Albert? That's your favorite. You got any more questions,
How
Erica?
you doing? How you doing? No,
Why
I'm
you
just.
so
I
quiet?
just want to get to the concert. Like I just want to get to the music.
Okay.
Oh dang.
No offense.
She
guys,
wants you guys to freestyle. Anybody got freestyle bars?
Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Don't rap. Nah. I did just put out. If you go to my social media at Bookie the Baby, I regularly do freestyles. It was something like. Let me see if I still remember. It was
You gonna remember a freestyle?
If you remember it, it's not a freestyle.
Talking about off the top, bro.
Nah, off the top.
I thought you were from the West. You're
it's
talking like
probably-
you're from the East Coast. I got this freestyle. Let me pull it out on my phone.
Oh, keep it here. That's West
Off the
Coast.
top. Off the
That's
top.
West Coast.
Jamaica says it's the real West Coast.
All right, now when I pass it though, somebody better be ready. They better be ready or something, man. Yeah. Look, this is my first tour. I wanna thank everybody. Pray to God about everybody. I'm on my knees at the last show like God help me. I pray to God, yeah, God help me. He's so illiterate, such a comical idiot, a syndicate of being yourself, but not regretting it. I'm working harder than anyone where I come from. Why it's taking longer than everyone putting out something? They wanted clout, I wanted fans, that's what I tried to tell them. Try to burn some bridges that we built, but they ain't trying to mend them. So I bought a worker's hat and told them I come recommend it. But they handy-mandy to the Bob, so one already fixed it. Dang, and that's so crazy to me, considering everything we did and they act lazy to we. I'm so productive when they come to other people in need, but when we need a helping hand, we only getting cold feet. Sheesh, I was talking to some kids I went to school with, whew, and half of them I ain't cool with. But I'd rather someone give me all that real than someone always telling me everything I wanna hear. I remember I was little with V. She held me everything I needed, gave me everything I needed. Hey, but
There you go.
All right.
There you go. Trap theology.
Yeah.
I don't got no trap beat, so
It's all good. But that's on real quick.
you got something, right?
Yeah, nigga. I'm feeling better than ever. Tell a hater whatever. Trap theology, the shirt, well as the sweater. First I couldn't get it, I had to get it together. Summer stayed growling, face sour like Amaretta. $7 an hour, man, it gotta be something better. Feeling like my dreams hit the land of never. Bucket after bucket, no sign of wood and leather. Fair weather friends stepping on me like bike pedal. But I didn't stress it, God blessing. Tried to test me, I felt the pressure, I didn't fold though. Now you know, bro. In your earbuds, you hear that mixtape. Hey, we traveling in the bus state to state, zip code to zip code, town to town. Everywhere it's going down. We ain't sipping rounds, we ain't blowing green. We just doing our thing, repping the king. Know what I mean? Hey,
There you go.
oh, I wish
sir.
you would have passed.
All right, D Black.
Oh, it's on me?
It's on you. You're next.
Man, I didn't know. Listen, yo. What I seen in my lifetime is the reason I write rhyme. So vividly, you see clearly. So when you hear me, you picture what I envision. I see men come out of prison, thugging and turn to Christian, hustle the righteous living. What I'm giving is the side of the struggles we facing. The pain is too much, we use drugs to replace them. But pain is still there when the high wears off. And tomorrow is the least of what our cares are. Cause you know when they ain't promised in the hood, you're a gunner. Whether selling the crack or the dope or the marijuana. You live by it, die by it. That's called karma. I'd rather keep my honor than to plead not guilty, your honor. I just feed my hunger to live longer. When I think of where I came from, knowing my last name came from mama. Cause Papa couldn't handle the drama. And with all that said, that's the reason I'm here on the Guerilla Cross. Yeah. Let's go.
All right, E-Class.
Now you know.
You got rhymes.
I do not.
You got rhymes.
freestyle.
Sing something for us.
No.
She's a singer, by the way, everybody.
Used to be.
There's no such thing as used to be.
It is.
Can you sing?
I used to.
I used to.
If you sing, I'll sing with you.
Used to.
Young Noah, you got some bars? Come on. Everybody online is like, please, Young Noah, spit bars.
Young Noah. I told you,
Wow.
he got him, man.
Yeah,
He
Noah
be
don't
doubting.
freestyle. He charged for everything.
He gets it, man.
You tapping out, bro? Oh man. Oh man. We'll give him a pass this time. V Rose, you got some bars?
If I'm saying, if they sing, I'll sing.
Oh yeah, he's a singer. too.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead.
the beat is off, man.
I'll turn the beat off. You need a beat? Want some Alicia Keys?
I ain't giving you
Let me see what can you sing. I don't know if I have the singing instrumentals on here. Yeah, you can probably sing to this if it plays. That's R&B-ish.
Yeah, I remember doing me, and everybody wanna say, everybody trying to get me every day. I told them no, hold up, don't do it, it's slow up, you better get it. That's what my mama told me, that's what my daddy made me to be. I never stop, and every day when I wake up I gotta pop off. Trying to think of what I did, trying to think of what I did. Look, BLACKSHIE. I might go to that. That's my last name. I take pride in that. Everybody got something to say. I'm not proud of that. Everybody did some things they didn't want to do, and we not fond of that. But we find a way. Yeah, we sitting every day, and when we sitting, yeah, we pray every day. It's with our fam, and with the fam, we got something in our hand. We got something in the back pocket, poking like a yam. And if you don't know, then you need to know now. We got Plain James here, and we got D Black. Wow, we spitting bars for God every single day. You know how we get it from the West Coast, and that we get it from others.
Alright. That's dope,
that's
bro.
That's that young hunger, man. I remember being like that, man. Like you haven't eaten in years. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm
that's
the
dope,
old
though,
dog
bro.
sitting on the porch now. I'm full, man.
Uncle D. You need to just change your rap name to Uncle D, bro.
Uncle D. Yeah, you're right. I always thought about I want to become like what Snoop is to those guys now. I'm gonna be the old guy who everybody still wants to talk to. You know what I'm saying?
All right. That works.
That's dope.
But yo, they have the show tonight. Tell us where. I don't got the address. You got the address, Erica?
860 East Twain.
It's your church, so don't look at me.
No, it's gonna be a Balm of Gilead on 860 East Twain. It's on the corner of Twain and Swenson.
Okay. Twain and Swenson. So, yo, if you're in Vegas, come to this event tonight. It's a free event. You can definitely donate to it. If you can't come and you still want to donate, do you guys have like a PayPal or something they could donate to? You guys?
Man, definitely. You can donate to 5 at im5.com. That's the number 5 IVE at IAM. The number 5 IVE.com. Also, man, shout out to Quan, man. I remember I posted my van got broken into in Seattle, man. This dude was the first dude that actually hit my PayPal with some money when my van got broken into. Salute you, brother.
Don't tell that stuff on the air, bro.
Don't, but hey,
I was just about to say, man, I got.
I just lost one of my blessings in heaven.
You already got
Man.
your blessing in heaven,
Yeah,
man. That's real stuff right there, man.
No, that was crazy. Tell us about that too, man, because I know you lost. I mean, I would be devastated if I lost even one of my microphones in here.
Bruh, I had like 3,000 in a money bag. I had a MacBook Pro with all my programs, everything, all my masters,
Wow.
lost everything, man. But God restored, man. Like people like yourself and others just came out, man, and really helped and supported. And I actually got to upgrade the studio. So
Nice.
God always, it's always better, man, when God does it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's just whack, man. Don't go to Seattle. Don't park in the marina. Don't eat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? They gonna get you. Even in the church park. It was in a church parking lot. You know what I'm saying? They get you, man. They don't care.
But it's true.
Hide your eye.
It's true when you get something stolen from you, like God returns that. More, luckily my studio got robbed once, and luckily they were tweakers, so they didn't know what they were taking, and they took the inexpensive stuff. But it was still like, dang, man, like you feel violated that you walk in your garage at the time where my studio was, and I have monitors missing, record case missing, mixing board that wasn't mine. It was crazy, but then you got a whole bunch of new stuff, and it was all like better anyway. So, but yeah, tweakers. I mean, dang, quit stealing, quit tweaking.
Quit, man. You tweaking, man. It's just a little tweak, a little bit. Man.
But real talk, that's like a serious thing, especially out here in Vegas. Like that's a big thing. So those are people we need to pray for, and. Yeah, there's a lot, and hopefully tonight, man, I know we're going to go out there soon and try to get some of the people from that neighborhood to come to the event tonight, because it is a rough neighborhood.
Yes,
it needs a lot of ministry down there, so I appreciate you guys coming and doing that, for our city tonight. And just appreciate all you guys coming out here and everything you guys are doing ministry-wise, music-wise. Like, just keep going, for real. I know it gets hard sometimes. It gets monotonous sometimes doing these tours, and sometimes it doesn't look like people are recognizing what you do, but just know that in Vegas, we know what you guys are doing. So if we recognize what you guys are doing out here, people around the world and around our country recognize what you're doing. So just keep it up and just keep moving forward in everything you're doing.
Appreciate you, bro.
Man.
No problem. Any last shout outs any of you guys want to give?
Yeah, real quick. One more thing. July 13th through the 30th, we'll be back out on the same tour, but we're adding the homie Dayton from God Over Money. It's gonna be a phenomenal lineup, man. I mean, it's just gonna be fire. So yeah, hopefully we can come back out to Vegas. But if you're listening, you have a church or a ministry that wants people to come in that really do this and really have a heart to see people change, then get at me, man, because we're definitely gonna be on the West Coast the last week of July. The last week of July we'll be on the West Coast. So hopefully we can stop through Vegas on our way through. So yep,
For sure.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yep.
Just make sure you come out tonight. If you're not into Christian hip hop, well, I don't know why you'd be listening to this, but or Christian pop. If you just want somebody to pray with you, or if you're going through something, tonight's the night that you want to come out. We will be reaching out, and we know that God will meet you there. So just come out tonight and meet us tonight, and we're excited to be there. So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
one more
And
thing.
V, did you notice you came in last time and you saw our little flyer? You're like, you need to put me on the next one, and so I did.
I remember that. Yeah, I just took a video of it. Thank you so much.
Dope.
Like, I appreciate the support so much. It means everything.
And it's funny, people will see it because, like, I'm passing them out in my car doing Lyft and Uber, and people like, they're trying to name the names they think they are. I'm like, no, that's not Iggy Azalea, and that's not French Montana. That's Dayton. It's pretty funny.
And one more thing, look, new album is out for pre-sale right now.
Okay.
Man Against the World Volume 2 featuring, Boogie the Baby, Spec, Dayton, Jay Carter, just a lot of names. And it's going to benefit a ministry called Souls for Christ, which are a group of kids. The one who founded it last year. He was a sophomore. He's a junior in high school. And he saw some refugees from his city. They didn't have proper footwear, and they ended up having to get their feet amputated. And so God put it in his heart to start blessing people with shoes. And he doesn't just give people like Payless shoes and stuff, like they Jordans, like they snakeskin Kobe's, like he's blessing these people. And so half of everything that this album makes digitally is going to them to benefit them and help them get shoes on people's feet. I told him, I said, you never know, man, you might be giving a pair of sneakers to the next CEO of Nike, and he'll always remember that. And man, so y'all go get it. It drops
when's the
March
album drop?
16th.
March 16th. Okay.
3:16. For God so
Okay.
loved the world. Me Against the World, Volume 2. Y'all go get that, man.
In real
Love
talk,
guys.
you said Refugees right when Fuji started playing. That was weird.
Come on.
Didn't even play that. And you snuck out of the room when they were doing the freestyle.
Hey, let me get
This guy.
I'm gonna put this down.
This guy. But yo, tune in every Friday. We're here, Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday, 2 p.m. West Coast time. Download the Guerilla Cross app. Follow us at Guerilla Cross everywhere. Follow me at Quan59 everywhere. And follow them. I think it's too many social medias to give out, but all their names are on the screen. So make sure you check that out. E-Class, last words.
Sup.
Sup.
Last words. No, I just hope everybody listening, anybody that's local, I really, really hope everybody comes out tonight to support the artists that came out here to minister, to also support the community. That area is really, really an untouched area.
Yeah.
It really is. So I'm really, really hoping that God does something amazing tonight. Even if we got to hit the streets, whatever we got to do, to get people in the door. I really hope everybody comes out. Thank everybody for listening.
For sure. So thank you guys for coming out, and we're gonna go down there right now and have
Let's
fun.
get it.
So outro. See you guys next week.
I need God to be the God of my God complex. Need God to be the difference when I'm not my best. Please, God, be God when I make God of my stress. Even when God is not my yes. They say I don't go to church anymore. It's a farce. I see them play the part. They ain't conveying the heart. Say they playing it smart. They woke and we deceive. We shouting over things that we don't really believe. They say thank God cause he keep on blessing you. But I learned the devil can give out blessings too. What makes it a blessing? Because it's best for you or whoever you got the blessing through. They say Europeans used Christianity to trap us, but Christianity was in Africa when they captured us, way before we were put in chains. So who's really the slave? Why are we obsessed with celebrities finding Jesus? Why are we as enthused for our neighbors across the street? Why are we so concerned with who sees us? Seems we focus on the elite more than the meek. Why is God only God twice a week? Hardly in our hearts, we rather him at our feet. I'll no longer use my humanity as excuse, but rather my humanity's reason that I need truth. We made God out of man, made gods of our hands, turned God to a brand, and made gods of our brands, made God out of voids, made gods of our choices. We've made God out of man, made gods of our hands, turned God to a brand, and made gods of our brands, made God out of voids, made gods of our choices. And it's so easy to speak the truth in a room where everyone believes the same things as you. Said it's so easy to speak the truth in a room where everyone believes the same. I need God to be the God of my God complex. Need God to be the difference when I'm not my best. Please, God, be God when I make God of my stress. Even when God is not my yes. We've made God out of man, made gods of our hands, turned God to a brand, and made gods of our brands, made God out of voids, made gods of our choices. We've made God out of man, made gods of our hands, turned God to a